Joining me right here on America's Corner Garage, a gentleman by the name of Stan Mirzayev. Stan is the co-founder and CEO of Parts Detect mobile app, a fantastic tool for automotive professionals, automotive repair professionals to access to get parts. It's a parts locator on steroids. And I'm so excited to have Stan on the show because this is something that's very, very unique. So Stan, welcome to America's Corner Garage.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you for having me. It's a true honor to be on your show.
Well, I appreciate that too. Now, you came up with an idea, I don't know how many years ago. It wasn't very long because good ideas generally don't take very long to, take off and do what they do. So how long was it from conception to fruition for the development of this fantastic mobile app? And tell us a little bit about the app. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Well, we are actually in our third year, but this problem that I've been having is many years in the making. A little background about me. My family's in the automotive industry, and I've been in the industry for over 12 years now. But the same problem that we've been acquiring day in and day out is searching for parts. And the problem is calling multiple vendors, giving them the year, the make, the model, running back and forth throughout the shop, and trying to find out where the part is available, how much they have it for, and what the warranty is.
Right.
So I said that we need to figure out a solution, and let's figure out a solution and make it free for the masses.
Wow. So you came up with this mobile app. Tell us a little bit about the mobile app, how it works, et cetera, et cetera. Go ahead.
The app is really easy. It's free to download. It's available on Android and Apple. So it's really user friendly, and it's a 3-step process. You scan the VIN number. It automatically decodes the VIN. It asks you which part are you looking for, and at that point you can either type in the part or you can speak into the phone and say, this is the part that I'm looking for, and then you hit search.
Stan, the thing that really excites me about your app is you use the vehicle identification number of the vehicle, hence you're not going to make a mistake. I mean, it's going to be perfect every single time. Well, providing the car isn't a refugee from a chop shop, but you know what I mean? I mean, that's fantastic.
Exactly. We took it one step beyond, and I said we need to simplify it. And how can we simplify it? Instead of having a traditional drop-down menu, let's use the VIN number. The VIN number gives us everything that we need about the car. It's pretty much the fingerprint of the vehicle itself. So decoding the VIN and scanning the VIN, I mean, it takes less than 3 seconds to decode the VIN, and bam, you got all the information right in front of you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. The other thing that excites me about your app is that it scans the inventory. Well, of course, the inventory of all vendors that are involved with you. But, why wouldn't a vendor want to be a part of, an opportunity to sell a part? So what your app does is all the vendors in the area, it allows you to access their inventory and determine whether or not the parts are available. It's brilliant, Stan.
Thank you. Exactly. It eliminates the bottlenecking. We created a path to least resistance, basically removing all the headaches and the human error aspect as well. So we have multiple vendors, national and local vendors, that are signing up with us, both aftermarket and OE, because they understand that innovation is the leading drive in this industry, and this industry has not been touched in such a long time. I mean, there are softwares out there you can spend thousands of dollars for just pretty much to do what we are doing. And I said, why would we charge so much money for people that are just trying to make a living? Let's help them out, let's make it for free, and let's give it out without any questions.
Yeah, brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. I'm so excited about what you've done here. Now, your app presently is available only to the professional automotive installer base, but you have plans to expand next year. Tell us about that.
Correct. So currently it is only available for automotive professionals. You have to have an account with, for example, AutoZone. AutoZone has a tier program, so you implement your information into the app. For example, your customer ID number and the phone number of the AutoZone, and right away it'll distinguish which tier program you're available. And once you see a part that you like, you hit order, and the order gets processed directly from the app. It gets the jobber sent over to AutoZone. AutoZone picks up the part and delivers it directly to you. As a user, you also get an email notification. The email will literally tell you which part you ordered, how much the part was, and within 30 minutes you have your part. Now we're also working on the do-it-yourself version because I want to help both aspects of the industry.
Yeah, that's an exciting thing right there. The DIYers. Go ahead.
DIY, because we went to different colleges and SEMA, and pretty much the do-it-yourselfers want the same option. They want to be able to go on a free app, scan the VIN number, enter a part they're looking for, and basically say, okay, that part is 1 mile away, I'm going to go get it. Because people nowadays, they don't have the time or the luxury to wait around for a part to be shipped in online. Very small percentage of people actually order online and they have the time. But in today's society, it's I need the part, I need to get it now, I need to install it, and I need to keep going. And this is what we do. We bring the installers and the vendors together on one easy-to-use platform where people can search and go get the part they need.
You know, Stan, I really like the idea that what you can do is, say, for instance, you have a customer that in your repair shop, and they're broke down on the road, and you go out, to the vehicle to try to determine what's going on, and maybe you make a good, you make a good solid call, like say a bad starter, maybe a starter solenoid, or whatever the case may be. All you got to do as a professional technician is take your smartphone, use your scanning app, scan the vehicle identification number, and you can determine where the part is sitting on the side of the road. That's so beautiful.
Exactly. It really is. It's so simple, and it eliminates the fact of calling multiple vendors. I'm going to call vendor A. Oh, they don't have it? Okay, they have it for this much money, but they have to get it from the warehouse. Okay, now I have to call somebody else. And the list goes on and on and on. And it's just a pain
in the you-know-what.
Yes. I'm trying to keep it PG-13 at this point. But it's a pain, and we eliminated that. And, a lot of vendors, they see the potential in it, and they want to be a part of it. But then again, you have your small percentage of vendors that are hesitant because they think, it's not really justified yet. But in all honesty, vendors need to understand that their consumer is doing it whether they like it or not. People are shopping around. You shop around for airline tickets. You shop around for clothing. It's time to shop around locally for auto parts, and that's what we bring to the industry.
How many vendors do you have on board at present?
Currently, in the United States, we have, because we are available in Mexico and Canada as well. We'll be going to Australia soon and Latin America. But in the U.S., we have 2 that are completely integrated, and we are actually working with 3 more right now. So hopefully we will have them integrated within the next, I'd say, 5 to 6 months.
And what is those 2 that you have presently that are integrated into the system?
We have the largest vendor, which is AutoZone.
Wow.
And we have Parts Authority as well.
Outstanding. Yeah. I can't see any reason why the small locals shouldn't get involved. Say, for instance, if it's like a CarQuest or, a Napa Auto Parts or something like that. I mean, it just makes sense to be a part of it in order to compete because, if you become the first call or if you become the first inquiry all the time, first or second inquiry all the time, you're going to sell more auto parts. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree completely, and that's what they need to see. At the end of the road, there's a light, and the light is Parts Detect, because ultimately people do shop around, and if you're so confident in your parts and your warranty and in your inventory, you got to present it, and we provide that platform for vendors to present their inventory directly in the hands of the automotive professionals, whether they're do-it-yourselfers or full-blown auto repair enterprise. Whoever it is, whatever it is, they can use the app for free, order parts, search for parts, hands down.
Stan, do you have any participation with any OEMs at this point?
We are currently speaking with quite a few. Here in Phoenix, we're speaking to Nissan and Ford, and across the U.S., we have Volkswagen, we have Toyota, we have Ford and Chevy. So the talks are still there because ultimately we just released the app just under a month ago, and without it doing any kind of social media blasts or exposure, we had quite a few downloads already and people participating. But we are just waiting to get more vendors before we actually pull the trigger. But the app is fully live. People can download it, play around with it, and we invite vendors to come on board and